This is something to know that some things don't change. That includes the love of Jesus. And her
Please keep right in 1 kilometre towards M31U motorway. Now keep right.
There really is less than 20 minutes remaining on this challenge. We want you to right now. We want to wrap this up. How about
Hi everyone, it's Allayna. Welcome back to Allayna and Geo. Today I'll be presenting to you a travel vlog. To be honest, this is mostly a road trip with beautiful scenery from Sydney to Snowy Mountains. Please comment down below your suggestions and opinions. Before I talk about the road trip itself, I want to talk about the planning. So we have been planning this trip for a while now. We weren't sure of how it will play out because of COVID, but luckily all was safe. We had fueled our car and packed our things the night before, meaning all we had to do was get up in the morning and go. It is now currently 6:30 in the morning and we have started our journey driving through the M7. It is quite obvious that we are going to see the Snowy Mountains and we will see snow. We planned this trip on winter as winter is the best time to get a good feel of the snow. Actually, this is the second time we are coming here to see snow, but last time we went I was too young. Even when looking back at the photos, I don't seem to grasp any memories. It is not every day that we get to go on a trip. We even thought that because of the pandemic, we won't be able to go. But luckily, the restrictions eased and lowered, and my parents were also able to call off work. In a sense, this may have been our most surprising trip. So the drive from our place to Snowy Mountains is around 7 hours. If we were to just visit the mountains in a day and come back, that's 14 hours of driving, which is just impractical. So then we decided to book a place to stay at an area called Kuma. What was different this time was you couldn't just rock up and book a place. You had to do it online only. This didn't really affect us as we were always more comfortable with booking online. Anyways, our plan is to drive straight to Canberra, which is around 3.5 hours from here. We wrote down a few places to stop by at, and depending on the time we have, we will visit them. We also plan to have lunch at Canberra too. These are the views we saw on our trip to Canberra. It was very misty, so a lot of the scenery was covered by mist, but still the mist itself was very beautiful. We saw many farms and even a solar panel farm on our way during the whole road trip. Even though we were really chilled for a long car ride, just a few hours in, sleep was really getting to us. So my mum suggested to stop by at 7-Eleven and have a snack. Because of how we were in the car for so long with the heater on, we didn't know how cold it was outside. Only did we know once we got out of the car to go to 7-Eleven, it was freezing. Some of us had maybe like 4 layers on, but were still shivering. Not gonna lie, stepping out into the cold was like a smack in the face, as we felt awake and ready to continue our journey. Though the stop did give us energy, it also delayed us by around 30 minutes, meaning we would get less time to spend in Canberra. What was quite successful was that none of us fell asleep in the car from the Sydney to Canberra road trip. But after that road trip, a lot of us had fell asleep. Now we can see the city of Canberra slowly peeking through, which means we are nearly there yet. We did have a few places we wanted to go to, so depending on the time on our hands, if we can't finish them all now, we'll stop by at the rest on our way back. Our first stop was Cockington Green Gardens, which opens at 9:30. We were planning to get there at opening time, 9:30, but due to our late schedule, we got there at 10. If you are interested in what we saw at Cockington, a new vlog will be out shortly. So we have winded up our activities around Cockington in Canberra, and now we are ready for the ride back. To Cooma. We wanted to visit the Parliament houses, but I'll talk about that a bit more later. We spent a lot of time at Cockington Green Gardens, visiting the miniature structure and taking photos, as the area itself was filled with greenery. Usually when we visit Cockington Gardens, we go at spring, as flowers would have bloomed by then. This time, our intention was to see snow, so we were quite curious on whether the flowers will look the same or whether they will have more flowers or less in winter. Though there were flowers, there weren't as many as you would see in spring. Initially, our plan was to head to the Parliament houses, but when we called them, they said that they were closed to public. Unlike on their website, they said they were open. We have been to the Parliament houses many times, including on school camps, but we never had the opportunity to vlog the experience. So we dropped Plan A and went to Plan B, which was the War Memorial. The War Memorial is another place we stopped by at in Canberra, so it was quite familiar. From the War Memorial, the scenes of both Parliament houses are visible. As you can see in the previous clip, my brother and I fell asleep on our way from Canberra to Cooma. We also had lunch in our car at War Memorial. After War Memorial, our final stop in Canberra was the Royal Australian Mint. We had never visited the Royal Australian Mint, but this time we had to go, and was so glad we did because it really was a memorable experience. The Royal Australian Mint is not where mint comes from, but where money comes from, meaning the Australian money you're holding may have come from there. If you are interested in the places we have visited, we will link the vlogs down below. Fortunately, as you can see, the weather was very cooperative throughout the trip, but sleep wasn't. We all had some time to sleep in the car. I wonder how Appa managed to drive the car without falling asleep once, and credits to Amma for filming and recording the video. It has been 1 hour 20 minutes and now we have arrived.
We have arrived at our hotel. Now we're going to check in.
Some of us fell asleep in the car like me, so we're gonna go in, freshen up.
Yep. Very much for that. And then I'll bring the key back. I'll put the beds that have been slept in. One person. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. What surname is it?
So this is the room we're staying in for 2 nights.
And we're waiting for our dad to come now.
To be honest, it looks like a really homely place and I'm actually really excited to be staying here. I feel like I'm gonna miss this place once we're in. And we did miss this place once we left. I don't know if it's just our family, but we have this connection with hotels that we stay in. So we always want to stay a couple of days after our holiday ends, but that must be us in the mood overall. So this is what our hotel inn looked like. We had a mini fridge and a small kitchen area. To the left is my parents' bedroom area, and to the right is my brother and my bedroom. Thank you, Amma, for the coffee. So this is our room. Even though we have to share a room, we don't have to share beds, which is a huge relief for me. I get a bed over here. Geo gets a bed over there next to the window and the TV, which is a huge advantage, but that's fine because he's younger. In fact, we have spare pillows, so I'm sleeping with 2 pillows. But I'm gonna use this pillow to pillow fight right now. But you have to be gentle because Geo's like kinda harsh. You ready?
Right now I'm in our hotel and I'm about to solve my Rubik's Cube.
During the full trip, Geo got his Rubik's Cube wherever we went, so we got to record a compilation of Geo solving his Rubik's Cube. He brought his Rubik's Cube to areas such as a lookout, the War Memorial, and Cockington Green Garden, and we filmed him recording it next to small miniature houses, next to statues, and next to the Parliament House from the lookout. So this is our midnight feast snack. We're going to be sitting around the bed and having pizza and just talking about what we did today and all the fun stuff we had.
This one is pepperoni pizza and this one is beef and onion.
And what's your favorite?
Pepperoni.
So we're going to eat this and we'll go to sleep and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!
What?
Good morning. It is currently day 2 of our trip, and the view you are seeing right now is how ice is frozen on our windows outside of our car. So as you can see, Appa is clearing the ice with water. The morning was very cold, so we had to move very quickly before we freeze to death outside. Though we were filled with energy, the car wasn't very energized, so we had to fuel the car before we headed to Snowy Mountains, which is what the whole trip was for. Now we are ready for our 1-hour journey to Snowy Mountains, more specifically Mount Kosciuszko. There are many activities at Mount Kosciuszko including a national park. But even we were unsure of what we can do because of COVID. The snowfall was also low, meaning the activities were again limited. Even with the limitation within activities, seeing the snow itself was excitement for us. So I am really sorry on how long this video is turning out to be. Even I didn't expect this video to come out so long. It's hard to cut out all the beautiful scenery from the trip just to shorten a video. The beauty from each location differentiates, which means the unique beauty you saw of Canberra is not unique in what you'll see in the snowy mountains. As someone who fell asleep for a very long time during the trip, it was really pleasing to look back on all the sights I had missed out on. Something random but noticeable was how our radio station had switched to Snow FM. What struck the most was how that they would always inform the snowfall and wind and rain chance, as it is more common and in season for it to happen in snowy mountains, Jindabyne and areas surrounding it. When I was listening to the radio, they kept mentioning on how low the snowfall was. For us, we were really curious on whether or not there would be enough snow. But our curiosity soon brought us answers as we started seeing snow peeking through the mountain tops. At this point, Geo and I were so keen to see snow that we were ready to climb a mountain if there was snow on top of it. At first, we could see only snow at the top of the mountain, but gradually you could see the whole area getting filled with snow.
Just to let you know, there's limited activities up there. Okay, just pop this on your windscreen on the driver's side, it's sticky there.
So before all the snow excitement, we had to wait in line to get a pass in order to get to Mount Kosciuszko. This pass costs $29 for the whole day and allows our car to be parked in the parking lot. As you can see, the snow was only seen at the mountaintops, but now is gradually coming closer to land where our car is driving. So, we have successfully and safely arrived here. The temperature at this point has dropped to the minuses, but we did pack snow coats and boots and wore layered clothing so we were ready to have fun in the snow. This is where our fun begins. If you are once again interested to see what we did, I will link all our vlogs within this trip in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to share with your family and friends. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye!